Hello, welcome back to the channel. It's great to see you again. If you're a new member, welcome to the community. I'm happy to have you here, and I hope that you enjoy the videos. And if you're a returning member, it's great to see you again. So, the new series, I'm really excited about this. This is something that I've been really looking forward to. Tips from a working artist. And as the title might suggest, this video is 3 ways to promote yourself, your print, and your channel with your prints. So that's what it is. We're going to go through some tools, 3 tools that I use with every single print that I sell, that I use to network and promote myself, and also promote my YouTube channel. And I do these 3 things with every single print that I sell, whether you buy it online from me, buy it at a show from me, on my Etsy, my eBay, whatever it is. I put these 3 things in every single print that I sell, okay? So I want to give you just a little bit of context first, and then we'll get right to those 3 things, and then we'll get it into a deep dive on those 3 things and why I think they're important and why I think they work. Well, I know they work. My goal with this series is basically twofold. I want to give you some actual tools and actual things that I do, some solid, tangible things that you can start doing yourself. And that's important, but just as important as the tools are is the mindset and the way of thinking, the way that a working artist thinks, the way that a business person thinks. And it's those 2 things together that I want this series to be about. It's the mindset that's going to get you out there, get you commissions, get you into shows, get you some momentum going so you can start building a clientele base and start being successful. And that's where I see the disconnect is with a lot of artists. I think a lot of people think that, you know, once you get your work up to a certain level, I'm at a professional level now, well, the money should just start coming in and the clients will find me. It doesn't work that way for most people. You have to have the mindset of, so I've said this before in a video or 2, but I'm going to emphasize it now. When you are a working artist, you work for yourself. You're an independent contractor. That means your success is based upon your willingness to put yourself out there. You have to network. You have to you have to go to shows. You have to establish relationships with promoters. You have to build a clientele base, and that's all a mindset. So I want to impart that on you so that you have a context for these tools. So you can use these tools and it can give you a little bit of a head start, but understanding why the tools work, why I use these tools, and how you can start coming up with your own tools is just as important, okay? That's really what's going to make you successful, is the approach and the mindset. You have to start thinking like a working artist, okay? So having said that, I'm going to go ahead and give you the 3 things. I'm going to show you what they look like inside the prints, and then we're going to talk about them in depth, okay? So the very first thing that goes inside of every print that I sell, whether you're buying the print online from me or buying it from me at a show, like I said before, my Etsy, the eBay, whatever, these same 3 things go inside every single print, okay? And I sell prints in 3 sizes. I have a 5x7, which is a little one, and it looks like this. I have an 8.5 by 11, and then I have the big guys that are the 13 by 19s, okay? So you're basically covering all your bases there. So whoever wants to buy a piece from you, you got basically a small, medium, and a large for them to choose from. And inside every single print goes these 3 things. The first thing is a commission contact form. Goes in the back of every single one, and it looks like that. I'll put it up on the screen in a second. So that's the first thing, commission contact form. The second thing is a YouTube channel card. And the third thing is an artist business card. And that's in the back too. Okay, so I'm going to pull out the commission contact form, put it up on the big screen, and we will go through it together, okay? Okay, so you should be seeing it on the screen now. This is the exact form that, like I said, goes in every single print. The way you're seeing it on the screen is the way you would see it if you bought a print from me. So right at the top, commission contact form. So yes, I do offer commission work. Right off the bat, you're telling people that this is something you do. And you might think that that's an obvious thing, but it's not as obvious as you might think. This happens to me a lot at shows. People don't know how to approach you, how to ask you if you do commission work. They don't know if there's an etiquette to it, if that's something, that there are a lot of artists. I don't want to pigeonhole artists into a category. I just know I have experience with artists and creative people. I've been in this industry, pardon me, for a lot of years, first as a tattoo artist and now as a fine artist. And the general feeling, vibe from a lot of artists, not all of them, is it's very closed in, very protected, and there's a lot of ego there. Okay, I don't have that. I have confidence. I'm not insecure, so I don't care about sharing this stuff with you guys. I'll show you exactly what I do. But a lot of people are intimidated, I think, by artists, or that, I don't know, it's something to it. People don't know how to ask. So right off the bat, I'm telling them, yes, I do offer commission work. So you're killing that, right off the bat, you're killing any kind of insecurity or any kind of indecision, or you're just telling people I do commission work. Many of the pieces you've seen here at the show were personal commissions done for clients just like you. You're making a connection with somebody. If you're interested in having a one-of-a-kind original piece of art customized and created specifically for you, I'd love to talk to you. Again, breaking down that barrier, letting people know you're approachable, letting people know, absolutely, talk to me about what you want. I'm open to it. Let's do it, okay? I will work with almost any budget. Now, this is up to you. Your work. It's, your hard work and your effort. You decide what your acceptable budget range is. Now, I won't do a piece for $10, but what I'm trying to do here is appeal to as many people as possible. So I will work with almost any budget, and I do my best to accommodate your ideas and thoughts to create something special that will last a lifetime. Again, you're emphasizing the value of the piece and that it's going to be an original, one-of-a-kind thing. So you're letting people know that this is something special. There's value in this, okay? All commissions are original pieces of art that you will have the only one of. I'm open to different mediums and subject matter, though I do specialize in the dark and macabre. And again, this will be different on your commission contact form because you may specialize in something completely different, but that's my thing. If you've seen, if you've even looked at my channel for a couple of minutes, you kind of get the idea of what I'm about. But I do other things, and I like to let people know that. I don't want to be pigeonholed into one thing. I can do other stuff. Pardon me. And so I'm letting people know here that I do other things as well. All pieces come varnished with a museum grade varnish that will protect your investment for a lifetime and are professionally framed, ready to hang on your wall. So again, the value of it, you're letting people know that it's varnished, framed, ready to go, and that it's going to be protected for a lifetime. And if you do commissions, I would recommend that you varnish the piece with a high quality varnish. That way it will last for years if they take care of it. And then I say at the end, here are just a few examples of commissions I've completed for clients, and then I give my contact information. So that's important there to put the pictures up, because when somebody has a connection to you and a connection to your art, they're only going to be holding this form because they're either at your table looking at your work because they like it, they purchased a print from you, or they bought it from you online. So you've already made a connection there. You've already made a personal connection. And so if somebody's considering a piece, then you're showing them pictures here of what a picture, while they're going in their head, because they're making a decision is what they're doing when they're reading this. Do I want a commission? Do I not? And you only have a little bit of time there to capitalize on that thought process somebody's going through. So I put pictures there so they know that this is exactly, not exactly, but this is the style. These are what commissions look like. If you're considering it, here's what it would look like. And then a lot of times people will make the decision there because they see the piece and go, oh, that looks really cool, yeah, I want something like that. Okay, so that's the commission contact form. Super important in my opinion. If you're only going to put one thing in a print, which is dumb, you should put as much stuff in there as you can, because you're maximizing your potential sales and your potential outreach to people. Again, thinking like, a business person. But if you were to only put one thing in there, I would put the commission contact form, because again, you've already made the connection. If somebody's bought your piece or they're thinking about buying your piece, they like your art, and so you've already got an in there. So it's not like you're a guy trying to sell car polish to somebody that doesn't give a what about cars. People already like your art. Tell them you do commissions, put the form in there. You got nothing to lose. There's this big empty space in the back of your print. This is just advertising waiting to be it's an opportunity is what it is. Okay, so for every print you sell now, you've made a potential commission. Okay, so that's the first way to network and to start building. And the way this works is you'll get a client, and I'll show you here. I'll put up on the screen now an example of a commission that I got by doing this. This couple came to me and they wanted mom and dad zombie portraits. This was really fun for me. And they just saw me at a show and picked up, they bought a couple of prints, and then I got contacted months later because the information was in there and they remembered they liked my work. So I now have a client, okay? And if you want to see the zombie mom, I call her Zom Mom, there's a time lapse of me doing the whole thing from start to finish on my channel. Again, I had a lot of fun with these. But the way this works is once you get a client, 9 times out of 10, you almost never just get one piece from them. They will either get a number of pieces from you, or they will refer somebody else to your work, or people, they don't buy art to put it in a drawer. It goes up on their wall, wherever if it's in their man cave or at their office at work or whatever it is. So you've got an advertisement now, up on the wall or on the desk for whenever anybody comes by for people to see. So people will ask, or if you've been professional and you've done a good job for the client, they will almost always refer you to somebody else. So this is how it starts, okay? The second thing I will put in the back of this, and I'm putting this up in order of importance. I think since people are watching this video, most of you probably have YouTube channels or are interested in starting a YouTube channel. And one of my big philosophies with this channel is to try and help YouTubers coming up, because it's so hard. And I have this mindset. I've applied the same mindset, of hustling to the channel, and that's how I've facilitated channel growth. And even when I left, we were on the road for like 6 months and I barely did anything. The channel still grew a little bit. And so that's because of things like this YouTube channel card. And again, I'll put that on the screen right now. I take these to all the shows that we do, and while we were away, people were still subscribing because I was connecting with people with the channel cards. So again, just very simple here. Follow me on YouTube. The YouTube logo, which is pretty iconic. Everybody knows what the play button is at this point. And then in quotations, The Art of Larry Williams. Simple, readable. Again, you're making it easy for people. They know if they search that you're going to come up, and they'll be able to find your channel easily. So again, if somebody has bought your print, somebody is at your table, they've got your print in hand, they're interested in you already, so they're already into what you do. Capitalize on that. Maybe they don't want a commission, maybe they want to check you out on YouTube. Okay, and this also starts a dialogue. If you just have the card on your table, people will pick it up, or people will just see it, and either they will start a dialogue or you can start a dialogue with them. It will start bringing traffic into your channel, and it'll start letting people know that you have a channel. It's another way to reach people. So now, with every print that you sold, you've got a potential commission, and now you've got a potential subscriber. Every single print. And if I go to a show and I sell 300 prints at a show, which is probably pretty low, and I do, say if I do 6 shows a year, okay, there's 1,800 prints. I've made 1,800 potential commissions, and now I've got 1,800 potential subscribers. Say 99% of those people throw it away, don't subscribe to the channel, they don't get a commission from me. You've still got a significant portion of people that are going to commission your work or come see your channel. Okay, these things work. And then the last thing, of course, is the business card, which is self-explanatory. You should have one, but not everybody does. I go to shows all the time, and I don't know. There's a lot of people that don't have them. So I'm going to put that up on the screen now. On the front of it, it's just my contact information. Again, make it simple. I have my website on there. I don't want to put like a million things on there, make it hard to read. People get confused. You'll lose interest. So I just put my website on there, and then on the back, I'll show you. You should be seeing now some variations. On the back of it, instead of having nothing there or just reiterating my website again, I'm using the space to maximum advantage to try and get me more exposure. So basically, I put my full portfolio pieces on the back of my card. So the front is always the same. It's always the Freddy picture, which now people, I'm synonymous with that picture, which was a commission, by the way. And so I'm kind of branded myself with the Freddy picture. So you've got that, so people already know when they see that's my work. And then on the back of it, I've got these full portfolio pieces, and they're all different. They're all different pieces that I do. Again, I'm trying to appeal to different people, and it's another way of showing people my work. So I'm trying to utilize every single thing that I can to my advantage to reach people. And with those three things alone, as I said, I'll keep repeating because it's important. With every print you sell, you now have a potential commission. With every print you sell, you now have a potential YouTube subscriber. With every print you sell, you now have a potential another way to reach people with your business card. If they want to go to your website, if they want to, whatever you put on there, if you put your Etsy on there, it's another way for people to reach you. You've got another potential client, another potential sale. That's what this is all about, okay? It's all about reaching people and about starting some momentum. And once you start building up a client base, once you get a couple commissions under your belt, you have now, every commission you do, you have another piece sitting on another wall or on another desk. You have another potential referral. You have, it builds like that. And it might take you some time. It might take you a few years of pushing to get up to the level where you can do it full time. But the point is that you're going somewhere. You're getting closer instead of just going nowhere. Okay, so you have to be proactive. And I'll talk about this more in depth. I'm going to try and do one of these artist tips from a working artist videos every Saturday is my goal. And so I'll get back there. I will get more in depth into all of these things. I have so many things to share: how to make prints, how to get into shows, trade shows, conventions. That is huge. That's a significant portion of our income for the year is shows. And how to establish relationships with promoters to get the best booths. How to, and then I have art, process videos, how to prep a canvas, how to do, technique stuff and that kind of thing. But in terms of the artist tip stuff, I'm a wealth of information. I've been doing this for a long time, and a lot of it is, my screw-ups and my learning what doesn't work. So let me help you kind of avoid some of those pitfalls from the get-go, and let's start getting you working, because every step you take will get you closer, okay? So I hope that this has been helpful for you. I hope that you got something out of this. Please feel free to subscribe, hit the notification bell. Let me know if this is helpful for you. Maybe in the comment section you might like to tell me something that you're struggling with, or something that might be something I could help you with, and I'll see if I can cover it in a video, okay? We'll get a dialogue going that way. So thank you so much for tuning in. It's been wonderful having you here, and stick with me. I promise we'll do this together, and I will help you reach your goals. You have to work very hard, and you have to be committed, but it can be done, all right? And I'll help you. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next week.